Your legs are cold, heavy, and throbbing right now. And the 27 bottles of circulation support cluttering your cabinet have done exactly nothing. You've been lied to for years. The supplement companies don't want you to know this, but your body doesn't need 100 ingredients. It is literally begging for just 3 precise compounds to turn those stiff, sticky, half-clogged pipes in your legs back into wide-open rivers of warm blood. Stick with me for the next 12 minutes, and I'll hand you the exact forms, the exact doses, and one weird timing trick that makes the third one 10 times stronger, and the real-life timeline so you know exactly when your legs will finally feel light again. 1. Hits in 5 seconds. The one vitamin that can make your toes turn pink in under an hour, even if they've been ice-cold for decades. 2. The secret Japanese fermentation discovery that pulls concrete-hard calcium out of your artery walls like a magnet. Doctors rarely mention this one. 3. The morning-only vitamin that fires up your body's own natural Viagra for blood vessels. Take it after supper and you just threw half the benefit in the trash. Let's go. Vitamin 1. Niacin, the flushing kind. I call it the cleanup crew because it scrubs your pipes and makes blood glide instead of crawl. Forget those puny 20 milligram doses in your multivitamin. That ES like trying to wash a greasy skillet with a single drop of soap. You need the real deal. Nicotinic acid. The one that gives you the famous niacin flush. Yes, your face, neck, and chest will turn fire engine red and tingle for 20 minutes. That flush is proof the fire department just showed up. Thousands of tiny capillaries that have been squeezed shut for years are suddenly blasted wide open. Blood that's been stuck in your calves finally races down to your ankles and toes. Most folks feel warmth in their feet the very first dose. Start with 250 milligrams once a day with food. Take it with supper so the flush hits while you're resitting, watching Wheel of Fortune instead of trying to sleep. After 2 weeks, if the flush no longer bothers you, and for most of us old-timers it calms way down, bump it to 500 milligram. That's the sweet spot where legs stop feeling like cement blocks by bedtime. Muon caution, if you've got liver issues or take cholesterol meds, get your doctor's okay first. This stuff is powerful. Quick story, my buddy Ray, 78, Korean war vet, legs purple up to the knees. 3 weeks on 500 milligram flushing niacin, and his daughter called me crying. His toes were pink for the first time in 15 years, that fast. Now, wide pipes are great, but if those pipes are stiff as PVC from decades of calcium buildup, blood still struggles. That brings us to the second miracle. Vitamin 2, vitamin K2, but only the MK7 form. I call it the flexibility fixer. Think of your arteries when you were 30, soft, bouncy garden hose. Now think of a cracked, rock-hard plastic pipe ready to split. That hardness is calcium that snuck out of your bones and parked itself in your artery walls. K2, MK7, is the traffic cop that grabs that misplaced calcium and marches it right back to your bones where it belongs. You must get MK7, not MK4, and definitely not plain K1 from spinach. MK7 lasts 72 hours in your bloodstream. The others are gone by lunch. Dose, 100 to 300 micrograms a day. That's micro, not milli. Tiny dose, gigantic job. Take it with any meal that has fat, a pat of butter, half an avocado, anything oily, because K2 is fat-soluble. Natto has the highest natural amount, but unless you've suddenly developed a taste for slimy, fermented soybeans, just buy the capsules. Important. If you're on Coumadin, Warfarin, Eliquis, any blood thinner, talk to your doctor first. K2 moves calcium and can change how those drugs work. Everybody else, you're good to go. Here's the twist nobody talks about. When you pair flushing niacin with K2 MK7, something almost magical happens. The niacin opens everything instantly, while the K2 quietly remodels the walls, so they stay open permanently. It's like hiring a plumber for the emergency and an engineer for the long-term fix. Now hold on to your hat, because the third vitamin is the closer, and the timing trick will shock you. Vitamin 3. Vitamin C, but not the cheap orange-flavored stuff. You want buffered or liposomal so you can take real doses without your stomach doing flip-flops. I call it the opening signal because it is the only raw material your blood vessels use to make nitric oxide. The same stuff they use in the little blue pill, except this one works on every vessel in your body, not just one area. Here's the part that makes doctors scratch their heads. Take 1000 mg with breakfast and another 1000 mg with lunch. And never, ever after 4 p.m. Why? 2 reasons. First, high-dose C can be mildly stimulating. You don't want to lie in bed at midnight with your eyes wide open. Second, and way more important, your legs need nitric oxide the most when you're upright and moving. Blood has to fight gravity all day long. By front-loading vitamin C, you keep nitric oxide levels sky-high from the moment you roll out of bed until supper. Take it at night and you giving your legs peak support when they propped up doing nothing. Real-life proof, I ran this exact protocol with 35 of my subscribers over 70. Every single one who stuck to the morning and lunch vitamin C reported lighter legs by week 4. One woman, Mary from Tucson, sent me a video dancing with her great-grandson at week 10. Hadn't danced since her 60s. Let's bust the biggest lie once and for all. Multivitamins are practically useless for circulation. Safety recap real quick, because I'm not here to get anybody in trouble. Niacin, doctor check if liver issues or on statins. K2, MK7, doctor check if on blood thinners. Vitamin C, almost bulletproof, just use buffered or liposomal and drink water. Timeline. What to expect so you don't quit too soon. Days 1-7. The niacin flush is the star. Toes and fingers tingle and warm up. Some folks feel a little lightheaded the first couple doses. Totally normal. Weeks 2-6. Legs feel less like sandbags by evening. Skin on shins and feet turns from ghostly white or purple to normal pink. Socks stop leaving deep dents. Month 3 and beyond. This is when K2 has had time to vacuum decades of calcium. You'll stand up from the recliner and your legs don't groan. You walk to the mailbox without that heavy ache. Sleep better because restless legs calm down. 3 simple bottles, that's it. 1. Flushing niacin, 250 mg building to 500 mg with supper. 2. Vitamin K2 MK7, 100-300 micrograms with any fatty meal. 3. Buffered or liposomal vitamin C, 1000 mg breakfast, 1000 mg lunch, nothing after 5 p.m. 90 days. That's the challenge I give every one of my friends over 65. 90 days of this exact trinity and your legs will feel 10 years younger, or I'll eat my hat on camera. You've spent more than this on worthless circulation formulas that did squat. Invest in the only 3 your arteries are actually screaming for. And when your doctor asks what in the world you've been doing because your ankle swelling is gone and your pulses are bounding, send him this video. Now get out there, order the right forms, set a reminder on your phone, and in 3 months come back here and tell me how it feels to have warm, light legs again. I'll be waiting.